Trail snowy, icy. This is so impressive. Just a beautiful spot here. I can't believe they have this place open like this. Look at this. Okay, here we are, 7.3. We're up at the top here at the viewpoint. Good morning, here we are. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that. We are going to do La Luz today. All the way up to there. Sun is just coming up over the horizon of the Sandia Mountain. Sandia Crest is right there, where all the towers are. Beautiful morning, a little windy. I almost canceled today and was going to go towards more of a tomorrow where there'd be less wind, but I said, let's do it today. First peak of the valley there. Okay. And we're off. Where's Blue Jay? This is a lower version of it though. Okay, here we are 1 mile up into the 6.5 up, maybe close to 7. 1 mile. Or should I say mile 1, mile 1. Okay, here we are, mile 2. As the antennas seem to be getting closer, kinda. We'll see. Sun's coming up over the edge, over the crest there, as we pan south into the valley here. Albuquerque, downtown right there. Really nice pine here, and our trail looking west. about at the ponderous pine area, or ponderous outlook. Beautiful views of the trees here and the peak. I'll pan over to the sun. Okay, Sandia Crest coming up. There she is. I'll say it to she. Okay, here we are, 3 miles. Looking out into the valley. Mile 3. A little windy as we get through the little canyons here, but I believe we're going straight up there in that ravine area, canyon area. Beautiful morning so far. Okay, here we are, split 4. Going up and up and up and up. Looking down into the valley, of course. All right, everyone, here we are. This is called, I believe it's called La Cueva. Don't know what it translates to, but it has an amazing view of the trek up. Let's see here, we're going up rocks there, up towards the crest. Beautiful views from here. You can see the, of course, the valley. I can see where I'm living out there. Cool. Netflix area. South, going west. Wow. Beautiful spot.
Okay, hello world, hello future self. La Luz Trail number 137 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Strenuous. 7.5 up, I guess. Almost 8. I did almost 15 miles today. Up and down. Beautiful hike. Here's some information from the U.S. Forest Service. Remember, all the data comes from the links to the right. They even have a LaLuzTrail.com. A lot of people go up the Sandia Tramway, walk across or hike across down towards the I guess it's the crest, and then walk their way down. But I went straight from the bottom all the way up, straight from the Swan Tabo picnic area, all the way up. Okay, what does La Luz mean? It means the light. For those that don't know, the light in Spanish. Basically, the name refers to how the granite cliffs glow with a brilliant pink and golden light during sunset. So at sunsets when you need to take these pictures. And it is on the Sandia Mountains crest. What is Sandia? Sandia is watermelon in Spanish, believe it or not. A sunset glow, I guess, is where it comes from. At sunset, the granite cliffs turn a bright pinkish red. The cliffs pinkish red, while the green vegetation below along the ridges look like watermelon rind. Okay, interesting, eh? Okay, and then we move our way down to distinguishing facts of the trail. This is what I find interesting, is that it has dramatic terrain, as it says, and unique geographic features. Yes. What's important here is that there are 4 life zones that they call, equivalent to traveling from Mexico to Canada. You start about 7,000 foot level, end up at 10,300-ish foot level. You go from cacti and yuccas, which is the desert, to subalpine forest, aspen, fir, and spruce trees. That's incredible there. All right, then there is a big rock slide area that you hike through. That was tricky because it was full of snow when I went. Had to go very slow. Snow and icy. There's the tramway connection that I mentioned earlier. When you get to the top, though, it's of course bird's eye views of the entire Albuquerque basin, and you can go as far east as well. Look out east. It's beautiful. Let's see. Let's do the breakdown of the trail conditions. We have the Upper Sonoran zone, which is desert foothills. Looks like about 1.5 miles. Then you have transition zone, Ponderosa Pine, which they have a hike that goes there. It's beautiful. I felt like I was, someplace in the Sierra Nevadas, up near Yosemite. And then you turns into the rock slide area, which they call the Canadian zone, all the way to the top, to the crest. Since it has different zones, and for me the different climate, I started off at desert level and then ended up in snow at the top, towards the top in the Canadian zone they call it. I had to do layers, or you should do layers, and make sure you have your poles, and enjoy the hike.
Just a beautiful spot here. We're 4.6. Just beautiful. Okay, here we are at the sign, Sandia Crest 2.2. That's where we're heading. Really beautiful spot here. It looks like we go right up there. Impressive. I love it. And then we look up to the cliff, to the crest. So impressive, this view. Okay, here we are, mile 5. Amazing, look at that. Awesome. You gotta see this view. Look at this. This is so impressive. There's the top there. We're coming up. You can see it right at the top there. Let's see if I can zoom in. The crest and the gift store. I guess it's only open seasonal. Wow. Okay, here we are, mile 6. Mile 6. Thought I heard somebody up here. It's been snowy, not too bad though. Good boots. Probably should have had spikes on some of the spots, but if you have sticks, you're good to go. Just go nice and slow. Beautiful day. Okay, so we're at the crossroads here of La Luz and upper crest trail, upper crest spur, I guess they call it. And that's where we're heading up here. Oh, it's only a half mile straight up there. Okay, a view at the last mile 5 and 6 have been icy and snow. Okay, 7.2 right now, or about just a tiny bit to the parking area at the top of the Sandia crest. Look at this view. You can even see the trail down there that we hiked up. Wow. This is right on the crest here. I can't believe they have this place open like this. Look at this. Wow, look at that view. Amazing. We did it. Okay, here we are at 7.3. We're up at the top here at the viewpoint. 7.32 is the exact number. Here's our hut. Looking east, then north. Oh wow, that's probably Valles out there. Caldera, that is. This is called Sky Island, apparently. Let's see if I can do this. I want to get this part here. This has good references to all the peaks in the area. Okay, here we go, back down. Here's just past the trailhead, looking southeast. Just so you know, these guys were our friends here. They help with the grip. A lot of wind up here. Trail snowy, icy. See if I get a good Okay, 14.7 miles today. Up to the Sandia crest. Amazing views. Can't even see some of the cueva. Well, the cueva's on the other side. What time is it? 4:30. So what is that? 8.5 hours. Whew. Beautiful day. Here's the parking area. And now down there. Time to have a big dinner. Okay, 8 hours. 14.5 miles. 14.6, 14.7 actually. All the way up top to Sandia. Impressive hike. Just really enjoyed it. Here's a good view of the canyon, the cueva, I guess. Because we went right up through there. And then to the left up to the towers. Crazy.